is the guys from Sidewalk Prophets, and we got them live in studio. Thank you guys for coming in, man.
Thanks for having us back.
It has been too long. It's been a long time since we've had you on the show. I want to cover a couple life issues and see what's changed.
Okay.
Dave, do you still live at the apartment complex where I used to live?
I don't. I moved to Bellevue. I moved to the west side of town.
Oh,
so.
west side. You moved on up.
West side.
Oh, well, good for you. Okay,
Thank you.
That's good. Yeah, everyone has to do a little time in that apartment complex and then get out.
It's great. It's great. It was a great waypoint.
You guys had one of the best Christmas albums I've ever heard.
Thank you.
I could not believe how good this was. There wasn't a bad song on that. Like, we had trouble actually picking songs because we couldn't just play all Sidewalk Prophet songs for Christmas.
Man, I don't know why not.
Well, I think there's a law. I'm not sure. But it was hard, and you guys, killed it. And one of my favorite songs I was surprised didn't show up on that was when you did the German version of Feliz Navidad.
It's true.
You did that song for us live one time during our very special Christmas special, and that really spoke to Katie Rose's mama.
Every time I talk to my mom on my phone, she says, "That boy is so talented. Do you know he can speak German?"
That's
no,
funny.
Mom, he doesn't speak
Dirk
German.
Nowitzki.
Yeah, exactly.
I speak it very, very poorly. But yes. It's a little known fact. We recorded that.
You did?
For the album to a bonus track, and it was awful.
Oh, no, because that was
we
great
need
right
that
there.
version just to put on our bonus track.
Yeah, because you killed it with that.
Yeah.
We're going to test you with some other music later on on the show because I think you guys are really great at that. We're talking to the guys from Sidewalk Prophets. Now, another change that happened right around December as well for you was your guitar player, Sean, left.
Yeah.
I saw a thing that said you guys were looking for guitar players online. Did you legitimately look for someone online and find someone online?
We did. It was a crazy process. We posted it online. We figured a better way to see what is available, what talent is available, and so we sent that out, and we started getting flooded. We probably had ended up between 80 and 100 submissions online. Yep, and so we went through, watched all those, and there were some great ones. There were some not so great ones.
That was mine.
Yeah.
That was my audition.
Well, I saw there was one from a 14-year-old. And I was like, man, that would be really cool. But we would rob him of his high school.
Yeah.
The ability to grow in high school. That's so important.
The funny thing is that kid didn't even submit it. His mom did because she just wanted him out of the house.
Yeah.
I'll be honest. It was under the name Amy or it was a girl's name, and I was like, oh wow, a girl tried out. No, it was his mom submitting a video. It's so true. But it was awesome.
Rid of that kid.
Yeah. It was awesome.
We believed in you right out of the get-go. We're like, these guys are awesome, and it's cool all these years later to see your hard work, and your dedication paying off. And you guys are doing so great now. So I appreciate you coming back in.
Hey, honored to. And this is, you guys were one of our very first interviews, which is like a trial by fire, if I may say. But it was awesome. So
Most of the time, a stamp of death.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't finished this one yet either.
That's right.
So one of the things you do that I love is that you do some devotionals on your website that are about how the Bible and verses in the Bible work their way into your songs, and you talk about that stuff. Where did that idea come from? Or why did you I got to do this?
Well, honestly, it was Ben. Ben found, when we would do little devotionals online, every single day I tried my hardest to spend time in the Word, to pray with God. That's the most important thing to starting off your day. And my pastor had always said that. And so we kind of knew that at our hearts. And we thought, why not share that with others? And especially because each and every song on our album, not necessarily was we read a verse and then wrote a song about it, but those verses fit them perfectly. They're about things that you find in the Bible, and I think that was one other thing that inspired it is, there are people that are going through a lot, and we write songs about it, about what's on our heart. But when you get down to it, those messages that we're trying to say, they're already in the Bible. This is just our take on it, and so we wanted to make sure people connected with God. On a weekly basis, we did weekly devotionals for 12 weeks, just talking about each and every song and how the Bible inspires us every single day, and each and every song was there for a reason.
Here's a little snippet from one of the devotionals about love.
I think we all can agree that one of the most important parts of life is love. And C.S. Lewis wrote, "To love is to be vulnerable. If you love anything, your heart will be wrung, possibly broken. If you wish for it to remain intact, then give it to no one."
Yeah, that's beautiful. And you speak so passionately about love. Have you ever been in love before, like
I
real
have.
deep love?
I have.
Are you in love now?
No.
Perfect. Good. Okay, because here's the deal. Katie Rose is in love with her fiancé, who hasn't even asked her to marry him yet.
I like
They're not engaged yet, but we've seen a lot of holidays come and go. Still haven't gotten a ring. Not
Yikes.
sure what's happening with that. And so here's my thought. Okay, and this will make you feel good. She said, "Yeah, if I wasn't dating Ryan, I would date Dave from Sidewalk Prophets."
Aw.
Yeah. Oh, side hug. Perfect. And so here's the thing about that. I want to get Ryan off the fence to put a little pressure on him. Okay. So we're gonna play a little game that will show how compatible you two are.
Oh man, that's
so
fun.
That if
Okay.
her plan doesn't work out, you're her backup. You're her go-to. Okay.
That's hilarious.
This is
Wait,
like,
backup is not the go-to though. Let's clarify that.
yeah, you're the go-to backup.
Okay, the go-to backup.
Yes. So what's going to happen here is I'm going to ask you guys some or not newlywed, but like dating game style questions to see how compatible you are. Because Katie Rose's mom loves you, Dave.
Yes.
Says you're very talented.
Yes.
Is that how your mom really says it?
He is so talented.
So you would make a great addition to her family if we
Okay.
can't get Ryan off the fence here, okay?
All right.
So let's see how compatible you two are right now. You got to match 3 out of 5 of these, all right?
Okay.
If you could have only one food for the rest of your life, which food would you choose? Okay? Which food would you choose? Do you have your answer, Katie Rose? And we're going on the honor system here, all right?
Okay.
So don't change
Can it
your
be
answer.
like a category?
No, I think a specific food.
Okay.
Okay, she's in. What do you say, Dave, from Sidewalk
Do we
Prophets?
say it all at the same time?
Yeah, let's do that. Like finish each other's
Okay.
sandwiches. Okay. 1, 2, 3.
I'd say like
Steak.
pulled pork.
Well, that's good. It's in the meat family.
Yeah.
Meat.
Yeah.
Meat family. Ding, 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 ding. I'm going to allow it.
All
You
right,
guys are
put it on
both
the board.
carnivores.
Carnivore.
Fantastic. All right. Here we go. Question number 2. If you could choose to live on a different planet, which one would you choose to live on?
Of the 9.
Of the 9, yes.
Wait, it's 8 now.
Pluto is
Poor
no
Pluto.
longer a planet.
I love Pluto, but it
I
would be
know.
really cold.
What
Okay.
they have against Pluto?
All right.
All right, so on 3. 1, 2.
Oh, wait, I don't know the options.
She doesn't know the planets.
That's funny.
Now Dave doesn't want to date
like,
you. She seems smarter than that.
It's all good. It's all
Good
good.
thing you're cute. All right.
Cuteness does help.
Okay,
help
on
things.
3.
cute.
You ready? Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Mars. Hey! There you go. I mean, come on. It's right.
Look
It's
at
next door. It's gonna be the most awesome.
Yeah,
surely.
but it's not even really hospitable for life, so you guys would have to forge a life together.
You say that knowing full well 7 other planets are not hospitable for life.
All right, so here we go. This one's a little tougher. Describe your perfect date. Your perfect
Oh,
date.
man.
So far, they are 2 for 2. Like, where would you go? Like, we'll just isolate it down to, like, one place that you would go for your perfect date, like batting cages or something like that, okay?
On the count of 3, we have to do it.
Yep, okay, ready?
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Mini golf.
Oh, I was to say restaurant I haven't tried before.
Oh, okay. So we missed out.
No,
No?
because every mini golf place has a restaurant near
Oh,
it.
and usually you don't go to those.
Yeah.
I don't know if that is what she was thinking about, though.
I think so. I'm going to give you that one. You guys are a perfect match. You are 3 for 3.
This is awesome.
Insanity.
It's going well.
Number 4 here. If you could solve hunger or end the war, like wars around the world, which would you choose? Ending hunger or ending war? On 3. 1, 2, 3.
Hunger.
Oh, look at that! Oh my goodness!
I feel like a lot of people go to work because they're really just hungry.
Yes,
And so
maybe
you
so.
gotta end that.
That's when I get angry.
Yeah, exactly. You're never
You guys
nice when
are
you're hungry.
so much alike, and Ryan is going to be so angry at the end
Oh,
of this.
poor Ryan.
Thank goodness he's shorter than me. All right, and final question here. This is Dave from Sidewalk Prophets and Katie Rose finding out how compatible they are in case her current relationship does not work out. If you could meet any
getting
famous
rougher and
person,
rougher.
yeah, if you could meet any famous person, dead or alive, who would it be? Any
that's
famous
easy.
person. Oh, he's already got his.
I know mine's not the same one. Oh, are we taking Jesus off the table?
That was it. That was the answer.
You got it! Unbelievable!
Yeah.
5 for 5!
Yes.
These two kids are meant
That
to
was
be!
it. That was it. I
I
mean,
cannot believe this.
we grew up in church. We knew the right answer.
You know, here's the problem. Here's where I'm at a real quandary here.
Yeah.
Because now I'm almost honor bound by the results of this
Right.
quiz to break her and Ryan up.
Oh no, Ryan, I apologize.
This is the Wally Show with truly one of my favorite bands and just a good group of guys, the Sidewalk Prophets. Thank you for being on the show.
Yeah,
it's always a pleasure to have you guys here. And now we're going to have you guys do a song live. So what do you feel like doing today?
I think my favorite song from our new album is "Keep Making Me," and you guys have been playing that, so I think we'll hit you up with that.
All right. Well, where did this song come from for you? What was the thing behind it?
You know, it really is that C.S. Lewis quote that love is vulnerable, no matter what. You know, if you give your heart, it'll be wrung, possibly broken. In order for it to remain intact, you must give it to no one. You know, and that idea of being open and honest is terrifying. My pastor used to say, if you're comfortable, if you're feeling good, you might not be doing exactly what Jesus wants you to do. And we need to live those lives of faith. And it's kind of so many times in my life, tragedy has happened, things have happened, doors have been slammed in my face. And now, years later, I can look back and say, thank God that he was making me. He was weeding out the garden of my heart, whatever you want to call it. He was doing those things so that I might look back and thank him all the more and be able to help those that are going through the same things, you know, like divorce and broken relationships. I think Keep Making Me is just that testament. It's almost like you stepped in on our prayer time. This is what I'll pray. God, make me broken. Those scary prayers that once you're done saying them, you're like, oh man, I'm not sure if I should have said that. But God knows what you need, and He's gonna put Himself at the center of your heart regardless.
Well,
So.
here you go. It's Sidewalk Prophets. Keep Making Me on the Wally Show.
Make me broken so I can be healed. 'Cause I'm so callous, now I can't feel. I wanna run to you with heart wide open. Make me broken. Make me empty so I can be filled. 'Cause I'm still holding onto my will. I'm completed when you are with me. Make me empty until you are my one desire, till you are my one true love, until you are my breath, my everything. Lord, please keep making me. Oh, make me lonely so I can be yours, till I want no one more than you, Lord. In the darkness, I know you will hold me, yes. Make me lonely, oh, until you are my one desire, till you are my one true love, till you are my breath, my everything. Lord, please keep making me. Until you are my one desire, till you are my one true love, until you are my breath, my everything. Lord, please keep making. I know you'll keep making. Lord, please keep making me. Keep making me, Lord.
There you go, Sidewalk Prophets. And Katie's mom has always been right. They are so talented, those boys. Nicely done. We're going to see how really and truly talented you are within the next 15 minutes, because we do this thing where we ask some of the bands that come in here to take the tougher Bible verses out of the Bible and write a song based on those. Because it's easy to do the God's awesome stuff.
Sure.
And quite honestly, Chris Tomlin took every verse in the Bible that was usable.
It's not fair. It's not fair. He just plagiarized and
So, are you up for this?
Yeah.
Okay. Because this kid, Gabe, called, and he was like, Ezekiel, the valley of the dry bones.
He was all about it.
Yeah, to which I was like, what?
Yeah.
Let me look at that up there.
I remember it because of the rattling bones, and it always like seemed really macabre to me. Like it seemed like I should have like gone with like a Halloween theme song, but I didn't go there. It was really hard to like look up that verse. You know, God breathed life into these bones. He told Ezekiel to prophesy over them. I'm going to breathe life into them, and I'm going to resurrect them like I'm going to resurrect Israel.
Look at this. I'm loving where this is going.
Yeah, that was awesome. So, you know, but I didn't find anything funny about that. I just thought, man, God's awesome. So that's the story, and that's what you take away from it. But I started thinking, what happened after that? Like, all these people are now, you know, these bones come back to life. It's like 100 years in the future, and you know, at some point these bones have to die. You know, these bones,
do they?
People, yeah, that's exactly. Well, I thought, you know, maybe because God enriched them, you know, with His breath, that the bones all went to heaven. And here's God, and He's like, now all these people are here. Here's all these bones. What am I going to do with all the bones?
I love it.
They're stuck up here in heaven. What can I do with them? And that's kind of where I went from.
Perfect.
And this song was inspired by my best friend Wrigley. If you're out there listening, this is for you.
Because that's what this is about. It's finding like the silver lining of some of the harder stories in the Bible. So here is Dave with the Valley of the Dry Bones song.
Also, real quick, my mom is a first grade teacher, and she taught me everything she knows about the guitar. And so I'm playing guitar for the first time in like 13 years.
Fantastic. And embarking on a solo career. If he messes this up, I have a feeling.
Here we go.
He's going to get kicked out.
All right. It's going to be real folky, real fun. Sounds
I like it.
This. I died and went to heaven. I was having a good time, just hanging out with Jesus and my buddy Brian. But I began to wonder, where did my best friend go? Well, Jesus said, it's okay, Dave, he's in the valley of bones. That got me concerned and wondering, but Jesus knows what he's doing. He always has a plan. And he said this: do you remember Ezekiel and the bones my dad brought to life? After a while, all those people all passed, and the bones came with them when they died. All dogs go to heaven, everybody knows. And you'll find your best friend Fido living in the valley of bones. Yeah, the valley of bones. There's no mailmen and no cats in the valley of bones. Well, there's chew toys wherever you're at. Oh, all dogs go to heaven, everybody knows. And the name of their subdivision, yeah, it's called the Valley of Bones. The Valley of Bones, where bacon grows on trees. In the Valley of Bones, there's fire hydrants and frisbees. Yeah, all dogs go to heaven. Oh, everybody knows. So when you get here, come find your best friend playing in the Valley of Bones. Yeah, he'll be waiting in the Valley of Bones. Yeah, living in the Valley of Bones.
See, and right there is the artistry of taking something very macabre and yet making it about your dead dog and seeing him again.
Amen.
I love it. I love it. Nicely done. That was not an easy selection.
No.
And Dave from Sidewalk Prophets, you knocked it out of the park.
Thank you. Gabe, I appreciate your suggestion. And next time, let's do something a little more fun.
I don't know. I kind of like that. I got something out of Revelation for next time that's going to knock your socks off.
Yeah, that's going to be incredible.
This is the Wally Show, and this is the guys from Sidewalk Prophets hanging out with us today, which I'm very excited about this, because one thing I know about Dave is like a big Disney guy.
Yes.
Like, you've sung Aladdin before. I've seen videos of that. Have you seen the new movie Frozen?
Yes, I saw it with my mom once, and
Okay.
it was awesome.
I would have just said with a lady friend instead of with your mom. Just...
Well, mom's a lady friend. She's a good
Nice
lady.
boy.
Here's what I'd like to do, because you have one of the best voices in Christian music,
Thank you.
bar none.
Thank you.
And so what I want to do, and I have one of the worst, and so
Bar none.
Bar none. I want to do a karaoke challenge with a song
Okay.
from the movie Frozen.
All right,
Okay.
all right.
Now I have a little bit of an advantage because you have not really sung the song before.
No, I haven't lived it like you have.
Okay, yeah. I have a daughter, and we sing it
Yes.
together. And so here's what we'll do. We'll do a karaoke challenge, and I want Ben, who's in your band, to actually be the judge, okay, Ben?
All right.
And I want you to be impartial. Don't just pick him
Okay.
because you have to travel on a bus with him.
No, I already
Okay?
know who's going to win.
Thank you.
That's very impartial of you.
All right, so here's what I'm going to do for you, Dave, because you haven't sung the song before. I will
Yeah.
even go first.
Oh, thank you.
Is that okay with you?
I would be honored.
Okay,
I'd be
I'm
honored.
gonna sing it wrong, but so here we go. This is "Let It Go" from the Frozen soundtrack. All right, I gotta get my lyrics here because I don't know them all yet.
Okay.
It's time to see what I can do to test the limits and to break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. Now I'm free. Let it go, let it go. That was bad. I'm one with the wind and sky. Let it go, let it go. You'll never see me cry. So here I stand, and here I'll stay. Let the storm rage on. The cold never bothered me anyway. Thank you.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. I'll admit there were some rough parts in there.
Oh, sad to see that end.
Yeah. All right, Dave. So now you have your
right.
bearings on how to
I
do this.
appreciate that.
Okay, are
Yes.
you ready? I know I
Yes.
got a little behind the beat. I know there were
No,
some pitch problems.
I didn't hear it.
Okay, thank you. Dave's just hoping I'm going to be as nice to him.
Did he have his headsets off?
Oh, is that? Yeah, I turned my headset. I probably
All right, Dave,
apologize.
here we go. This is the karaoke challenge with
All right.
Dave from Sidewalk Prophets singing Frozen.
It's time to see what I can do to test the limits and break through. No right, no wrong, no rules for me. I am free. Let it go, let it go. I'm one with the wind and sky. Let it go, and you will never see me cry. Now here I stand, and here I'll stay. Storm rage on. This is the best part. The cold never bothered me anyways.
Nailed it.
Oh, man.
I do feel a little bit responsible
Wow.
for you. Moved me.
You set me up, and,
You-
and I knocked it down.
Yeah, you moved me, and I had to join in there. So Ben, what do you say? Honest.
Oh, man, it's really tough based on like the heart and flamboyancy factor. Like
Yeah.
you made it pretty close, Wally.
Oh, dadgummit.
And-
I don't want to win on flamboyancy.
Well, in that case, Dave wins.
Yes, there you go. Dave, the flamboyant prophet. I love it.
Yes.
Well,
a minor
congratulations.
prophet indeed.
Yes, you have done very well. You have bested me, good sir.
Thank you, sir.
But I appreciate you guys coming in and being on the show and
Hey,
being such good sports.
Next time,
too.
can we do a song that's not like sung by a Broadway star? That would be
I
incredible.
don't know, dude. I could see you doing Broadway.
That
Are
was
you kidding
really
me?
high.
Yeah, but it's also a chick.
Yeah, I'm also like, and I think she sings like the Defying Gravity song from Wicked.
She does.
And, that note blows my mind. And if I was ever on Broadway, I would not be singing that note. That's
Well,
for
I
sure.
should hope not, because again, she's a chick.
But I appreciate it. That was fun.
We got the guys from Sidewalk Prophets. Thank you so much for all that you guys do and for being on the show today.
Thanks, Wally. Thanks for having us.
Thank you.